Welcome to the Salvation Stories, a podcast where we talk through the stories of the Bible, one story at a time. These stories aren't just history, they're about the heart of God and how He's always been reaching out to humanity. Let's begin with the very first episode today. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. There was nothing, no shape, no light, just darkness. But God spoke. His words had power. Let there be light, he said, and light appeared, pushing back the darkness. He called the light day and the darkness night. That was the first day. On the second day, God separated the waters. He placed some above, forming the skies, some below, forming the oceans. Then he made dry ground appear and called it earth. He also made grass, trees, and plants that could grow fruits and seeds, all full of life. On the third day, he placed two great lights in the sky, the greater light, the sun, to rule the day, and the lesser light, the moon, to shine at night. He also made stars. These lights would keep help mark time, days, seasons, and years. On the fourth day, he filled the water with living creatures, great fish and tiny ones, and filled the sky with birds of every kind. He said to them, "Be fruitful and multiply." On the fifth day, he created all kind of animals, wild ones, tame ones, even tiny crawling creatures. And again he blessed them and told them, "Be fruitful and multiply." Then came the sixth day, the most personal day of all. God said, "Let us make man in our image." The word "our" here hints the Trinity, Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit working together. So God formed a man out of the dust of the ground. He breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and the man became a living soul. God named him Adam. He placed Adam in a beautiful garden called Eden. Rivers flowed through it, trees grew tall, and every kind of fruit was there. God gave Adam authority over every animal and let him name them all. But he gave one instruction: do not eat from the tree of knowledge of good and evil. This tree of knowledge of good and evil was in the middle of the Garden of Eden. Then God saw it wasn't good for man to be alone. So he made a companion, a woman, from Adam's side. Adam called her Eve. Together, they were the first man and woman made to live in perfect harmony with God, with creation, and with each other. On the seventh day, God looked at everything He had made. It was all good, so He rested. Not because He was tired, but because the work was complete. He blessed the seventh day and made it holy. Everything was perfect. The world was full of life, beauty, and peace. But sadly, that is not the world we live today. We don't have authority over anything. Something changed. A choice made. A fall was coming. But that is a story for next episode. Thank you for listening to the Salvation Stories. In the first story, we saw how everything began with light, with life, and with love. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to share it with someone. And join me the next time as we begin the story of the fall, when everything started to change. Until then, grace and peace.